the first step is to change the idea of seeking a twin flame at all and open up to the concept of being a magnet to the kind of love that you want. Hey y'all, it's Twin Soul Poets. We are your go-to couple for love and relationship advice,
dope spoken word poetry,
and uplifting content.
Uplifting
Content!
If you are someone with a burning desire to attract your twin flame, this video is for you. This very important advice that not enough people talk about.
We are going to share with you the top mistakes when seeking your twin flame, and watch to the end to find out what to do instead. This is advice we've learned from our own twin flame journey and working with lots of people like you all over the world who want to find long-lasting love.
If you want to dive deeper into personalized guidance and advice on how to manifest the love of your dreams, make sure to book with us on twinsoulpoets.com to get your session set up today.
Here are the top mistakes to avoid when seeking your twin flame.
Mistake number 1 when seeking your twin flame is violating their wishes, desire, or request for personal space. Trust us, you guys. We totally understand the intensity that this connection can feel like when you first meet someone and you have this knowing deep inside, like, wow, I've known you for a long time, even though this is our first time meeting. And that can really create a sense of urgency. Like, I need to be in a relationship with this person right now.
Yeah, that feeling can even happen from afar. We've talked to clients who felt like they met someone and didn't even share with that person that they felt like they were their twin flame, and it was still feeling intense for them. But the important thing is to respect where someone's at. Sometimes you might share that with somebody and it might be overwhelming to them. Sometimes it may not resonate with them, or they might not have even heard of the concept. So it's really important to be very respectful of someone's boundaries and someone's wishes. Overstepping boundaries, overstepping requests, not respecting what someone's needs are at any given time is the complete opposite of what a twin flame connection is all about.
What this respect of boundaries does not look like is stalking on social media or in real life, obsessive calling or texting or messaging over social media. These are not ways to respect someone's boundaries.
Or even just obsessively thinking about someone to the point where you feel like you can't participate in the rest of your life. A twin flame connection shouldn't feel like an obstruction to your life. It should feel like something that opens your life up. This is important because intensely obsessive energy can actually end up doing the opposite of what you want, which is push the person away. Think about it like this.
Are you thinking about me? What was that tweet that you sent to me? Do you think that we could be together? I just think that you should get it now. We need to be together now. The energy of intensely wanting or needing something is actually in complete opposition to the aligned energy of being in a relationship, love dynamic that you really want.
Boom.
You're putting out to the universe that you don't have it.
Wow.
Right? So that's the reality of, like, manifesting is not creating, it's just revealing the reality where you already have that. And that's what we're trying to tune into.
Yes.
Big mistake number 2 when seeking your twin flame is trying to convince them to be with you or convince them out of a relationship that they're already in. Again, we totally understand that this is a situation that happens sometimes where you might meet someone and feel this intense connection, but maybe they're with someone or you're with someone already. We actually have a 2-part series video called What to Do If Your Twin Flame is Already in a Relationship, where we tell our story about how that was sort of a situation that we experienced when we first met. And it explains in detail sort of what is an appropriate way to handle that and how do you move through that situation in a way that is loving and respectful to everyone involved.
And with integrity.
Yes.
And this is not about trying to coax someone out of the relationship they're in or wishing ill on the person they're in a relationship with. Those things are in complete opposition to what Twin Flame Journey invites you to become, which is a more elevated, more aware person and human and contributor to this earth. With a twin flame relationship, a soulmate relationship, or any long-term love relationship, you should never have to feel like you have to convince someone to be with you. It should feel easy. It should feel like they want to be with you and you want to be with them. Nothing should ever ever feel forced. I don't care if it's a twin flame relationship or not. That's solid advice for any relationship. And speaking of which, we like to share that all of our videos, whether it says twin flame in the title, are really helpful to the twin flame journey. So just because we don't say twin flame, we're a twin flame couple, so any video we do is technically a twin flame video. But they're really just helpful on a love journey. Even if you're not into the concept of twin flames, just want to learn about how to have better love in your life, how to attract the kind of love that you want. Check out all of our videos. They're all going to be super helpful to you on your love journey. The next mistake when seeking your twin flame is the belief that you can't have a happy life without them. If you believe that twin flames are two expressions of the same soul, then you know that you're always connected, whether you're together in this life physically or not.
The relaxation that realization invites into your body and into your soul is actually a really powerful energy for sort of attracting that person to you.
It's the relaxation of the realization.
The relaxation
Of the realization. It's the relaxation of the realization. It's the relaxation of the realization and a relaxation of the realization.
So just relax, guys, because when you really know this, you know you can't go wrong.
Man, because if you know that you're always connected, then there's nothing to worry about.
There's nothing to worry about.
And you trust that if you're meant to do and create in this lifetime that you will. And if it's the next one, then you will. Because my guess is if you're here watching a twin flame video, then you don't think this is all there is. So just connecting to that and trusting that maybe they need to have this expression with someone else for a reason. So that when you come together, it's even greater. Or that on some level of life, you already are connecting. On a different dimension of things, you are together. Just knowing that and resting in that feels so much better than making your life, around this anxiety of union. And we've said this before, because I know some people will be like, well, you guys are together, you're in union, so it's easy for you to say. But here's the thing. We were both ready to let it go in love, if that was the highest and best thing to do. And we say that truly from our own experience. We're not preaching. We're not doing this out of, trying to make someone feel sad or upset about it. It's actually the most liberating thing and loving thing, like Hamilton said, you can do. Because look at some of our other videos where we talk more about this. But we really got to a point as individuals where we let it go to the higher truth. We said, if this is meant for us because we had challenges, we had things that we were trying to figure out as individuals, if it was meant for us to come together and create together and be together, then we trusted that. And if someone else was the right person to help us on that journey, on our love journey, then we were open to that too. And we say that sincerely with all of our hearts. And of course, I'm very grateful that it did work out. And I think a lot of the reason that it did is because we were willing to let it go. And that's kind of the power of the paradox.
The next big mistake that people make when seeking their twin flame is to make the label of twin flame more important than the actual experience of love and finding love.
This is a big one, y'all. Huge.
This twin flame connection tends to get put on this kind of like pedestal or mountaintop peak experience where I think it's all about just coming into union and then you're just done, and it's all enlightenment and roses and flowers and rainbows. And really what we love to remind people is that's just the beginning of the experience, that now you are entering into a relationship that's going to have a lot of challenges, a lot of growth opportunities, a lot of reflections of your own inner obstacles and things coming to the surface, and you're just getting started.
It's possible to get so fixated on the concept of twin flames that the actual human relationship and connection gets lost in the sauce, y'all. Like, all up in the sauce.
Don't let it get lost.
Don't let it get lost in the sauce. Like, don't make the idea of being with a twin flame more important than the experience of love. That's what it's all about. So if you do that with a soulmate, that's amazing. Celebrate that. Just celebrate that. It's beautiful, guys.
Because ultimately, this term twin flame really is just a label that's like ultimately ineffectively trying to explain an experience, and really it doesn't really cover it, right? So it's really all about love, man. At the end of the day. Like, everything is love, man. And twin flames are just one way to experience that. And our idea of what twin flames is, nobody really knows. We're trying to like throw darts at the board to pinpoint it, but it's an experiential thing.
Right. I think that's really important, because we're only just conceptualizing the unknown. We're giving words to things that really have no definitions. So don't get hung up on it. You can enjoy it, you can be grateful for it, you can experience it and share it with another, but don't make that more important than cultivating the love itself. Don't make that more important than respecting the other person. That's the way to go.
Don't worry, guys. We're not going to leave you hanging by just giving you a bunch of big mistakes to try to avoid. Now we're going to give you a bunch of great tools on how to seek your twin flame in a healthy way.
The first step is to change the idea of seeking a twin flame at all and open up to the concept of being a magnet to the kind of love that you want. One of our core teachings, if you watch our videos and subscribe to our channel, you've probably heard it before, is focusing on the vision of love for yourself rather than the person. Focusing on the vision of the kind of love that you want to create rather than making it be about a specific person. And this goes back to that overwhelming energy exercise that we showed you. When you just allow yourself to embody and enjoy the vision of it, the right person will then align and join you in that vision. If that person is your twin flame, you will come into union with your twin flame. You do not have to work to make it happen. You do not have to force them to understand or see the truth or see the light. You will be holding that space by holding the vision of what does your love feel like? Who does it inspire you to become? And when you stay in that vibration, you commit to that on a day-to-day basis, they will show up.
By focusing on the vision in this way, you allow yourself to connect with the feeling of what that relationship feels like. And that is where the real manifestation begins, because you're opening to understanding that it's really not about any specific person, and that frees you to not be in a needy or separate state of mind, but you're already in the vibration that you're seeking. You become it, and then you really are a magnet.
That's the juice.
That's the juice.
That's the juice. Another thing you can do to encourage a healthy twin flame relationship is allow them the freedom to choose.
Like we've said before, a union should feel natural, not forced. You should never feel like you have to convince someone to be with you. I don't care if they're your twin flame or not. So check out one of our other videos called Do Twin Flames Have to Be Together? Because not all twin flames that meet each other in a lifetime end up being together forever. Does that mean that one or the other person has messed up? No, it doesn't. Sometimes it's just not meant to be for right now, and that has to be okay. And how do you get to be okay with it? Again, by accepting and getting into the feeling state of what you want.
And also by appreciating the growth that just connecting with your twin flame can inspire in you. The changes and things that it opens up in you, whether or not you end up continuing on in a relationship or not, is really what it's all about.
The next way to make your seeking of your twin flame healthy is to focus on inner growth aspects, the inner growth that your twin flame ignites and inspires in you, whether you end up being together long term or not. A lot of times when there's this brief coming together and you meet and there's like huge inspiration, you might go your separate ways, but that person has changed you forever just by coming into your life briefly. And allowing yourself to embrace and be fully grateful just for that blessing alone is really, really powerful. And sometimes it doesn't need to be anything more than that. Sometimes that's all it's meant to be. So allowing the inner growth and your inner process to be the focus is really, really strong here.
Yes, and the sparking of that growth and inner expansion is one of the best gifts that a twin flame connection offers.
Also, by starting to focus on that inner aspect and the inner process right from the beginning, that will greatly benefit you if you do end up being in a long-term relationship, because it's really, even when you're together, it's really all about the inner growth, the inner work, and your partner is just going to mirror all those things for you and kind of highlight them. But by starting that process of making that your focus right off the bat, it's really going to help you if you do end up in a relationship.
Yes, because then you have two people who've really dedicated themselves, hopefully, to that inner journey, and then come together to create something really awesome, but from a space of wholeness.
It serves you a lot in challenges or conflicts.
Not trying to have them fill a hole or make you complete. The next way to attract a healthy twin flame relationship is valuing the concept of respect. And I'm just going to read a note that I did because I thought it really just got to the core of what I'm wanting to say. Respect is just as important in a twin flame relationship as it is in any relationship. It does not exclude you from the important concept of respect, and in fact, it actually becomes especially important in not romanticizing the idea of getting lost in each other, but discovering more of your true self and then building together from that sense of wholeness.
Yes, this is really about coming to any relationship, especially twin flames, as whole and complete individuals. And from that space, you have so much more to offer to each other. And then as you are building, as you are growing together as people, you're constantly reminding each other that you are enough. You are enough. I am enough as I am. Even though I'm open to growing, I'm already enough. And that respect, it just blossoms over time.
Yeah, that's really important because I think some people might accept behaviors from someone because they are their twin flame that they wouldn't from someone else. And that's not what you want to do. You want to command that respect and expect that respect and offer that respect, especially so in a twin flame relationship, so you can get to your twin flame mission, so you can give back to the world, so you can give to each other and grow together. So it should be the top of what you want in a twin flame relationship is respect. And that includes, like we said earlier, respecting boundaries, respecting wishes, respecting your communication, always wanting to grow and get better with the way that you interact. That is so crucial.
That sense of wholeness that you're talking about really begins with a self-respect as well, and understanding and valuing and respecting what you really want in relationship and what you feel like you deserve in life. And that's, you deserve happiness, you deserve respect, you deserve to be with someone who really wants to be with you and treat you with kindness and respect as well. So, even if you believe someone is your twin flame, but they're not matching up to that, you have to let them go with love. You have to let it go.
Because you are worth it, which leads into the next thing that we want to share, which is you are enough. So whenever you're wanting to attract this twin flame in a healthy way, do it from the space of knowing you are enough. Do it from the space of knowing you have great things to offer them. It's not just about what kind of person you want, which is that's a great thing to think about, but it's also, what am I bringing to the table? How am I going to empower their lives? How am I going to inspire them? And when you come from that space of knowing you have something great to give, that is really going to make you a magnet for the kind of love and respect and beautiful connection that you definitely deserve. Get home, Daddy.
We hope this was really helpful advice for you guys of all the do's and don'ts when seeking your twin flame relationship. Again, we're basing these off of our personal experience, our trial and error. Life is all trial and error, and we have certainly made plenty of mistakes along our way, but we try to be of service and help others not make the same mistakes that we might have made. And also, we're just sharing from all of these coaching clients that we've been getting. We've been coaching people all over the UK and Canada and India and Lithuania and all over the US. And we're getting really amazing feedback from each one of the people that we work with. And we're seeing some of the same kind of patterns as we're doing it more and more as well. So we're coming from that experience. Also, again, make sure to check the link down below, twinsoulpoets.com, if you want to book your session with us today and dive deep into this stuff. We'll get real personalized advice with you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome, uplifting Twin Soul Poets content.
Oh, and let us know below what videos you want us to make. Please, this is really helpful. We want to know, our audience is growing, so we would love to hear from you to know, what do you want us to talk about? What do you want to see? Do you like our vloggy stuff? Do you want to see more of how our lives are? Do you want to learn more about love and relationships? Do you want a whole new topic that we haven't talked about? The uplifting content leaves a lot of room for things we can talk about. So we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we aim to please. So, we love getting feedback from our audience and trying to give you guys what you want to see. So definitely let us know in the comments below. And that being said, we will see you guys next time.
You got the juice.
You got the juice, baby.